A year ago, the consensus was clear. Microsoft decisively won the artificial intelligence war, but behind closed doors, they may have lost their lead overnight. Microsoft poured billions into OpenAI, securing what appeared to be an exclusive grip on the most valuable startup on the planet. Their CEO, Satya Nadella, was so confident in the arrangement, he claimed that even if OpenAI disappeared, Microsoft held all the data, intellectual property, and technical capability. He believed he owned the future of the company. This chart breaks down the reality of OpenAI's financials in 2024. While the company brought in $3.7 billion in revenue, their operating losses hit $5 billion. They spent more to keep servers running than they made from products. That deficit created a total technical dependency. OpenAI became heavily integrated into Microsoft's ecosystem, functioning like a subsidiary. The Federal Trade Commission noticed. They launched an investigation to determine if the arrangement was an illegal de facto merger. If the government forced a split, Microsoft had the resources to move on. OpenAI did not. They were financially reliant on a single backer and legally targeted because of the closeness of that very relationship. The perpetual license governing their partnership came with a hard boundary, the AGI trigger. As soon as OpenAI achieved artificial general intelligence, surpassing human reasoning, that new model would be permanently excluded from the deal. Commercial rights would revert exclusively to OpenAI. Microsoft was effectively funding its own exit. They poured billions into a lab building the very technology that would strip Microsoft of its rights. However, because there is no universally agreed-upon technical definition for AGI, the finish line remained subjective. As long as the threshold stayed vague, Microsoft could argue that their most advanced systems didn't yet qualify, keeping OpenAI firmly under their corporate control indefinitely. Sam Altman recognized that this ambiguity gave Microsoft permanent leverage. To escape that leash and survive the FTC probe, he needed a way to rewrite the foundational rules of their partnership. In February 2026, Altman found his leverage in a $50 billion infrastructure deal with Amazon. The immediate justification was hardware. OpenAI had spent years paying a heavy premium for NVIDIA chips. Switching to Amazon's custom Trainium processors offered a path to significantly lower computing and energy costs. The deal also functioned as a legal defense. By signing a multi-billion-dollar agreement with Microsoft's primary rival, OpenAI's lawyers could challenge the core premise of the FTC's antitrust case, arguing the company was far more independent than regulators claimed. Backed by Amazon infrastructure, and with the FTC investigation losing momentum, Altman returned to Microsoft in April 2026 to negotiate from a position of strength. The resulting contract saw Microsoft lose its exclusive cloud rights and accepted a cap on revenue shares. Most importantly, the AGI trigger clause was deleted entirely, replaced by a standard corporate schedule of dates and deadlines. Removing the AGI clause was a strategic legal victory, but it also masked a difficult technological reality. Behind closed doors, the researchers at OpenAI had hit a massive obstacle. This graph illustrates scaling laws, the belief that more data and computing power creates exponential intelligence increases. But internal reports suggest the upcoming GPT-5 model is hitting a wall. Instead of a massive leap, it's showing diminishing returns, getting smarter at a much slower rate. This stagnation is a financial catastrophe. The company's economic model relies on spending billions for the promise of a God model that solves everything. If those billions only buy microscopic improvements, the path to a return on investment disappears. Deleting the AGI clause signaled a shift away from the immediate promise of superintelligence. It was a pivot to a corporate structure that could survive, even if the breakthrough to human-level reasoning remains years or decades away. This shift required a complete structural overhaul. The original nonprofit board was ousted and replaced by Silicon Valley insiders, and OpenAI transitioned into a public benefit corporation, moving further away from the ethical mission that defined its early years. The pursuit of a digital god was replaced by a focus on enterprise software. The new priority became building tools to route sales leads, automate marketing copy, and handle support tickets for corporate middle management. Advanced reasoning models transform what looks like a standard software cost into a significant capital drain. While traditional software companies enjoy high margins, running a model like O1 costs $15 for every million tokens. making it far more expensive than conventional business applications. OpenAI is now attempting to convince corporations to integrate these expensive automated systems into their daily workflows, hoping to generate enough revenue to sustain their massive burn rate. This leaves OpenAI in a new position, a specialized component of the Amazon Web Services machine, running on proprietary Amazon chips inside Amazon data centers. This alliance points toward a future internet filled with synthetic reports and automated emails, automated systems designed to streamline corporate data without necessarily providing benefits to human users. The dream of an open-source AI that would change the world was overtaken by the reality of hardware and data center costs. The tech monopolies won by controlling the physical resources the models rely on. The AI revolution was redirected. Instead of a tool for broad human advancement, it became a way to automate corporate bureaucracy, turning a once idealistic mission into a profit engine for the world's largest tech giant.